This thought came to me when someone told me that it's been a shitty year. I decided to reflect back on what really the year has been and decided to share that with all of you. Probably provides a very different perspective from what you think of the year. It's also gradually evolved from time to time as I thought about the year at the beginning, somewhere in the middle, the latter part, and now close to almost the end of the year. I think the first aspect that really struck me about the year, maybe in April or so, after the real lockdown and stuff had started, all the news was about the coronavirus and the pandemic, was a sense of uncertainty, a sense of doubt. Uncertainty in the sense that I started off believing that we would lock down for about 10 days, and it's a flu, it would come back and go, and there was also a lot of lack of knowledge at that time. I hadn't really dabbled into the models people were looking at, into R naught and so on and so forth. So there was a lot of uncertainty and doubt, and I kind of went with the flow. But as things began to unravel, and maybe as it became more severe, more towards the May, June, and this is from an Indian perspective because that's what I'm largely seeing around me, is a sense of absolute despair for a large number of people, especially the laborers who were trapped. Their economies were now getting affected because they were either in lockdown, unable to move out, unable to get their income. And then there were this heart-rendering, pictures of people trying to get back home in the era of absolute lack of transport. Some of them just deciding to walk back a few thousand kilometers from where they worked to where they originally came from. And I think that's where a very different thought began to arrive in my head in terms of appreciating how each one of our lives is so connected to each other. On a normal year, we wouldn't have even thought about it. It was just the regular grind that kept all the cogs moving fairly well oiled. It's at this situation that you begin to realize how dependent we are on each other, how important each other is for the other person. And from there emerged a sense of empathy. Not something that I had realized earlier, but empathy not just in my heart. I could see outpourings of empathy from a lot of people. And I think that was the kind of mood. It was really a year when we started to begin to empathize. And with empathy, we moved into another space, which was about acceptance and understanding. And I think that's a very logical move for many of us, where to say, look, this is happening, can't do much about it. Let's begin to accept the fact that this is happening, accept the fact that there are people across who kind of, play a very important role in my life. I'm not just talking about family, I'm talking about the people who work for us, the maids, the carpenters, the electricians, every one of us, striving to make a livelihood and probably make somebody else's life more comfortable. The acceptance that they play a very important part in our life, and also an understanding in terms of the fabric that makes our society, the importance of everyone's role in what they do and what they deliver. I think that to me was one of the highlights as I went through the thinking of what's happening around me, as I began to kindly internalize what was really happening around me. And I think it was much later, maybe in August or September, that I began to feel a sense of humility. Humility in the sense that I began to feel very small in the sense of how grand life is and how important everybody is. Whether you take it in the context of an organization, whether you take it in the context of your own home, your relatives, and so on and so forth, you begin to kind of think, what you play a very small role in what nature and environment and everything else around you, society, plays in kind of keeping us sane, in keeping us going, in keeping us working. And I think that is, to me, the deepest part of trying to understand who I am, why am I here, what am I doing, how am I contributing, and how can I do more, how can I lessen the pain of other people, the sense of empathy, the acceptance, the understanding began to integrate in a way that it had never done before. And therefore, to me, as I move towards the end of the year, to me, rather than calling it an year of uncertainty or doubt, an year of empathy, a year of acceptance, understanding, a year of humility, I really would like to call it an year of learning. Because frankly speaking, no other school would have thought, taken you down this whole year and taught you how do you live your values, how do you learn from everything that has happened, how do you integrate yourself in the larger picture or larger jigsaw of life, and how important it is for us to continue to not just play the role of what you play in an organization or what you play in your family, but how do you play a larger role in society? How do I make a difference? How do I bring to bear what's the best I can bring to bear? And also the understanding that I can't do everything. There is a government machinery, there are so many things, but at the end of the day, it's for each person, whether he is in the frontline worker in the medical services, doctors, and so on and so forth, where it's the people really moving India in terms of running the transport system, the police, so many of them. And at the end of the day, they are all just individuals. But I think what makes it great is we all come together in a way that we can impact everyone else's life. I think if that's really the bottom line that I'd like to leave the year with. It hasn't been a shitty year at all. It might have been in parts. I'm not saying it's been a great year, but I think more importantly, it's been, for me at least, an year of learning, a year of probably unlearning some of the things that I have accumulated and learned over the years, to kind of reverse it to say it's a year of a positive learning, when I'm beginning to really look at myself, reflect, and say, what am I? What role am I playing? I think to me that's the most important part of what has happened through the year to me. Once again, to stress, I'm not making light of all the hardships that everyone has had to go through, but I think at the end of the year, all we can do is to kind of look back, learn, and see what can we do better in the next year. I'm not saying that we're going to resolve this Jan 1st. That's not how things happen magically. But in reality, how do we use the learning of a year like this, which frankly speaking, we may not see again, and hopefully we will not see again. The people who saw the last Spanish flu, which was way back, which is probably the closest to what we are seeing today, aren't there to tell much of the story. So we will have to tell these stories to the future generation, to the current generation, but more importantly, contextualize it in terms of what is the learning, what are the mistakes we have done, how do we look at life differently, how do we rate ourselves in terms of what contributions we make to society, and then move on to say how do we build a better world. So to me, I'm very thankful that I've had this chance to live in 2020, understand what has happened, and hopefully share with you my little thoughts, and hopefully this will trigger greater reflection all of us, and more inward. I think it's important to take that inward reflection rather than reflecting on what others are doing. Question really is, have I learned enough to reflect and say what can I do differently in 2021? With that, I hope you appreciate the sense of the thoughts that I have laid on ground, and wishing you all a very, very happy 2021, and hope it's going to be a greater year than this has been, and hopefully these problems that we saw in 2021 will slowly disappear and leave behind only the positives that we can take and learn. Thank you everyone, and look forward to your thoughts and comments as I post this video. Thank you so much.